The entire time I knew Thanos, he only ever had one goal. To wipe out half the universe.
We are out of time. The end is near. Thanos is coming.
This might be dangerous, so let's put on our mean faces.
We're gonna need some help. All right, kid, you're an Avenger now.
Ready? Dread it. Run from it. The end is near.
Today we don't fight for one life. We fight for all of them.
Groot, put that thing away. Now, I don't want to tell you again. Groot.
Hey, Groot.
Whoa, wait.
Hey guys, Mr. Everything here, back with another movie news video, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about new Avengers Infinity War TV spot shows Spider-Man becoming an Avenger and Sassy Teen Groot. Alright, so obviously 3 new TV spots for Avengers Infinity War were recently released. I should have put them all at the beginning of the video, but I also put them in the link in the description so you guys can check them out for yourself again if you would like to. But yeah, basically I'm just going to break down all 3 of them. I'm going to try to make this video short, don't want it to be super long, but yeah, I'm just going to talk about basically all the new shots and dialogue we get. So the first TV spot we have, it's you could call it like the We Are Out of Time TV spot, and when you search this TV spot on YouTube, almost every video is titled We Are Out of Time TV spot, or Vision Death TV spot, or Vision Dies TV spot. I think none of those are a good title for this TV spot, or maybe except the We Are Out of Time one. That kind of describes the TV spot because obviously Vision says that in it, but I think the perfect title for this is the Depressing and Sad TV spot, because this whole TV spot is sad and depressing. Almost every shot is sad. Almost every shot of our heroes are depressing. So this whole TV spot is just super sad. But obviously, starting off with the first sort of new dialogue we get, we see Vision and Scarlet Witch on Wakanda. We already saw that before. We saw that in the last trailer that was just released. But we hear Vision say, "We are out of time," and just listen to the way he says that. You can even hear in the tone of his voice. You could tell he's sort of giving up, and I'm assuming obviously Wakanda is getting invaded by the Outriders and probably, Thanos' Black Order. Thanos himself is on Wakanda, so he's probably just like, we're out of time. And like I said, when you replay it, hearing his voice, he sounds very depressed. He sounds like he's just sort of giving up. And he's probably just like, here, have my Infinity Stone. I don't care anymore. We're out of time, which is just sad and depressing. And then correlating with that, we get to see some destructions and explosions. It looks like it's coming from from the behind of coming up from some trees or something in Wakanda, like the sort of explosions coming towards them, which is just, yet again, is just crazy. And then we see a cool new shot of Doctor Strange with, the needles in his face and his body. But this shot is actually new. We saw in the last trailer where he had the needles in his body. But this trailer, we get to see from the side of his face. And watch how his face gradually drops to the ground. And you see his eyes closed. So yet again, it looks like he's sort of giving up on hope. And obviously, if you guys don't know, the guy that's doing this, his name is Ebony Maw. He's one of the 4 Black Order members, and basically just to explain the Black Order, without getting too, explainy or comic booky on you guys, just know they are extremely powerful. They're extremely hideous also. Like these things are extremely ugly. They are no whatsoever attractive, but yeah, just know they are extremely powerful and they could go toe-to-toe with any Avenger, which is crazy. And basically in this scene, looks like he's manipulating Doctor Strange to get information out of him, because Doctor Strange sort of knows where the stones are. And a lot of people have been theorizing about the Soul Stone. Maybe Doctor Strange knows where it's at, because he's the one that sort of keeps track of all these things. And that looks like with Ebony Maw, that's what it looks like he's doing here. So yeah, that shot was pretty cool. And then we see a shot of Falcon and Black Widow yet again on Wakanda, just looking super worried and depressing up in the sky. And then going along with that, you hear the sort of humming of that lady's voice, humming that Avengers theme, just super sad again throughout the whole entire trailer. But you really hear it here because, you know, it's no like dialogue or anything. It's just a humming at the end of the trailer or at the end of the TV spot. And obviously it ends. And luckily it ends because, man, that was depressing. But luckily I started off depressing and sad, but I'm going to end on a cool and fun note because these next two TV spots are extremely fun. At least to me, they're super fun and cool. So the next one we're going to talk about here is the Spider-Man Becoming Avenger TV spot. In this one, we start off basically shots we've seen before, but you hear Bruce Banner say Thanos is coming. I'm almost positive he's talking to Tony Stark here. You saw in the last trailer, Tony Stark was like, what was his name again? And you saw Gamora say Thanos. I'm almost positive that was some tricky editing there, because when you look back at the trailer, Gamora looks like she's doing a Milano, whereas Tony Stark looks like he's at Doctor Strange's Sanctum Sanctorum. And we know Doctor Strange, Bruce Banner, Tony Stark, and Wong all are together, so I'm assuming Bruce Banner lands in the Sanctum Sanctorum like we saw in the trailer, and then he's like, Thanos is coming. Tony Stark's like, what was his name again? And then he says Thanos, not Gamora. So they kind of tricky edited that there, which is, you know, I guess it's fine. I don't really care. And then next shot we see Star-Lord. He's on the Milano and he says, this might be dangerous, so let's put it on our mean faces, which is pretty cool. And then we see a shot of Hulk. And when you look in the background, it looks like sort of ruined Asgardian ship that we've been seeing in a lot of the trailers. It looks very dark, and you see him roar. It looks like he's getting ready to fight Thanos, and it looks like this is probably the scene right before he lands on Earth. He probably gets his ass kicked by the Black Order and Thanos. And then somehow he gets sent back to Earth, and that's probably how he ends up on Earth. So yeah, that's exactly what the shot looks like. I could be wrong, but that's what it looks like. It looks like that's sort of like Asgardian sort of ship / sort of area. So that seems pretty cool. And then obviously we see Tony Stark say, "We're gonna need some help," and then you hear him say, "All right, kid, you're an Avenger," and I love that. I love the sort of like hand movement he does on his shoulder. He's like, "All right, kid, you're an Avenger," which is pretty cool to see. We obviously finally get to see Spider-Man officially become, an Avenger, which is, pretty cool. All right, and then that's pretty much the end of that TV spot. And then the next TV spot, I guess you could call like the Sassy Groot TV spot. And then this TV spot, yet again, no new shots. We hear Thanos say, "Dread it, run from it. The end is near." We heard him say that before in other TV spots. But then here comes the new stuff. You see Black Panther say, "Today we don't fight for one life, we fight for all of them," which is really cool. And then while he's saying that, you get to see this sweet-ass fight between Proxima Midnight and Scarlet Witch. I'm almost positive this takes place in the same time frame as Vision. We saw in the first trailer, we saw Vision getting his head, Corvus Glaive, he was sticking his staff inside of Vision's head. So I'm assuming this whole sequence is sort of I guess you could call it like an action scene between Scarlet Witch, Corvus Glaive, Proxima Midnight, Vision, Captain America, and Black Widow. I'm assuming all four of them are sort of together fighting. Can't wait for this action scene. Looks very cool. And like I said, you get to see basically the two badass chicks fighting each other, which is pretty awesome. One of them being badass and, extremely attractive, and one of them being hideous and just hideous. Oh my god, these things are so ugly. The Black Order, you do not want to get near them, not because they're dangerous, just because they're ugly as hell. Oh my god, those things are hideous. But then we get to see Star-Lord saying, "Groot, put that thing away. I'm not going to tell you again." And then here comes the sassy Groot part. He says, "I am Groot." And he says it in a super sassy voice. I'm assuming he's telling them to screw off or F off maybe. And that's the cool thing they could do in these Avengers and Guardians films. Groot could say, "I am Groot." And you know what he means. If they're like, language. Because right after that shot, you get to see, or not get to see, but you hear like Groot and, not Groot, but you hear like Rocket and Drax say in the background, "Whoa, language." So I'm assuming he's probably says some sort of cussing word or some sort. And then in the last shot, we get to see Doctor Strange sort of doing this sort of mystic arts, which is pretty cool. And it looks like he's on that planet Titan, which we saw also in the last trailer, him helping out Star-Lord. So yet again, pretty cool TV spots. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I wanted to not make this video long, but of course it ended up being long. But hopefully you guys still enjoyed it. Be sure to like and subscribe if you guys are new. Check out my other Marvel videos, movie news videos. Check out my trailer review for that Infinity War trailer. And have a great rest of your day. All right, bye guys.